Sean is one of 3,000 lone soldiers currently serving in the IDF. About half of them served in the recent operation in Gaza. Sean's team was the first to go into Sajaiya. I remember the last thing that I told him, I said, "Sean, take care of yourself and just please don't be a hero." He was shot from behind by a terrorist under heavy fire.
Among the dead, 2 Americans with dual citizenship. They fought in the Israeli army. They are 21-year-old Nassim Sean Carmeli of South Padre Island, Texas, and 24-year-old Max Steinberg of California.
Sean was a kid. He was 21, but for me, he's a child. He grew up in a very, very, very warm home and just had a very easy and safe childhood. He grew up loving Maccabi Haifa. He was always accustomed to that team because my father, that was his childhood team. I don't understand how he could stay up all night, every single time there was a game, sleep for a couple hours, wake up at around 5, 6, and go to the army, and go back to base. And once he just told me, "Gal, live a little," and I'll never forget that phrase.
Me quiere besar, yo que la puse mal, oh oh, yo quiero encontrar.
He really lived, and I'm really happy that he lived, even though it was short. Sean moved to Israel 2 years prior to joining the army. Of course, he could have chosen to return to America to start at the University of Texas. That was one of his goals, but still he chose to join the IDF, which is not an obvious thing for an American, for a typical American child. I think even at the age of 20, you do need your parents there.
"20,000 איש באו לבית העלמין בחיפה, רובם לא הכיר את סמל ראשון שון כרמלי שנפל ברצועה, אבל היה חשוב להם לומר שחיילים בודדים לעולם לא יצעדו לבד.
My brother died not only for Israel, but for those innocent Palestinians that are ruled and controlled by radical Islamic hatred. And if Israel doesn't finally get the support it needs from around the world, many more will die for no reason."
Sean's favorite soccer team through Facebook posted that he was a lone soldier. 20,000 people were at the burial and 20,000 people were right outside the borders. There wasn't enough room. I know that the reason people came to the funeral was due to the fact that Sean was a lone soldier and Sean sacrificed his life for them, for the people that were here. During the Shiva, we received a lot of support. I remember packages that were sent to us. Somehow those packages, it made us feel a little bit good. The people appreciate that we also sacrificed something, I think. Sean, I feel, joined the IDF, of course, as a reason to protect the state of Israel, but also the Jewish nation across the world as well. That's obvious that you cannot separate the two. 2 years ago, Sean wrote a status on Facebook. I started the year with donating blood at the base. I hope that everybody has a good holiday, a good year, and that you guys will know that somebody is taking care of you. Sean won't let anything happen to Israel. Don't worry. Happy New Year to all the Jewish people in the world.